So, it's pretty clear at this point that mobile gaming has completely exploded. It's not just about casual puzzle games anymore. We're talking full-blown, graphically intensive console-quality experiences that live right in our pockets. The line between a dedicated handheld gaming device and your smartphone has gotten blurrier and blurrier every single year. You've got massive open worlds, competitive shooters with global esports scenes, and intricate RPGs all running on the same device you use to text and scroll through social media. It's a wild time to be a gamer, and the barrier to entry has never been lower. But with that explosion comes a big question. Do you really need to drop $1,000 or even more on a flagship phone just to get a great gaming experience? The answer, I think, is a pretty definitive no. That's what this video is all about. We're going to dive deep into the world of budget-friendly smartphones that punch way above their weight class. These are the devices that are specifically designed or just happen to be incredibly well-suited for handling even the most demanding mobile games out there, like Genshin Impact, Call of Duty Mobile, or the upcoming Warzone Mobile. Our goal today is to find the absolute best bang for your buck. We're looking for that sweet spot of performance, display quality, battery life, and price. I've been testing a handful of contenders, putting them through their paces to see which ones can truly let you unleash your inner mobile gaming champion without completely emptying your wallet. So, if you're ready to level up your mobile gaming setup without breaking the bank, you're in the right place. Let's get into it. Alright, first up on the list is a phone from a brand that has become almost synonymous with budget performance. This is the POCO X6 Pro. For years, POCO has been carving out a niche for itself by stuffing surprisingly powerful chipsets into affordable packages, and the X6 Pro is arguably the pinnacle of that philosophy so far. The headline feature here, the thing that really makes it a gaming contender, is the chipset. It's running the MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra, which is, to put it mildly, a beast for this price point. It's a chip that we'd typically expect to see in a much more expensive flagship killer type of device. So what does that mean in the real world for gaming? It means you can fire up something notoriously demanding like Genshin Impact and crank the settings up to high at 60 frames per second, and for the most part, it just handles it. You get a smooth, consistent experience that, just a couple of years ago, was reserved for the most premium phones on the market. We're talking sustained performance, which is key. It's one thing to hit 60 FPS for a minute, but the cooling system here is robust enough to prevent major thermal throttling during longer gaming sessions, which is a huge win. But performance is only one part of the equation. A great gaming experience needs a great display, and this is another area where the X6 Pro really shines. We're looking at a 6.67-inch AMOLED display with a 120Hz refresh rate. The colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep and inky, and everything is just incredibly smooth. Whether you're scrolling through menus or in the middle of a fast-paced firefight, the high-touch sampling rate also means your inputs feel incredibly responsive, giving you that slight competitive edge. It's a flagship-level screen on a mid-range phone. Of course, to keep the price this competitive, some corners have to be cut. The build is mostly plastic, and the camera system is, well, it's fine. It'll get the job done for social media, but it's not going to compete with the photography champs. But that's the whole point of this phone. POCO didn't try to make it a master of everything. They focused their budget and engineering on the two things that matter most to gamers: the raw power of the processor and the quality of the screen you're staring at for hours. For a starting price that hovers around the $300 to $350 mark, the value proposition is just insane. You're getting a level of gaming performance that genuinely rivals phones that cost twice as much. If your absolute top priority is getting the highest possible frame rates in the most demanding games without spending a lot of money, the POCO X6 Pro is, without a doubt, one of the first phones you should be looking at. It's a pure performance play, and it absolutely nails the execution. Now, what if you want a great gaming phone, but you also just want a great phone? A device that doesn't just focus on raw power, but delivers a more balanced, premium-feeling experience across the board. That's where our second contender comes in, the Samsung Galaxy A55. Samsung's A series has been a bestseller for years, and the A55 is a perfect example of why. It takes a lot of the DNA from its more expensive S-series siblings and brings it down to a much more accessible price point. The first thing you'll notice is the build quality. Unlike the plastic build of the POCO, The Galaxy A55 features a metal frame and Gorilla Glass Victus Plus on the front and back. It feels substantial and premium in the hand, much more so than its price tag would suggest. It also comes with an IP67 water and dust resistance rating, which is a feature you rarely see in this segment, and provides some excellent peace of mind. So, right off the bat, you're getting a device that feels more durable and polished in day-to-day use, which is a huge part of the value proposition here. Under the hood, it's powered by Samsung's own Exynos 1480 chip. Now let's be clear, this chip is not going to beat the Dimensity 8300 Ultra in the Poco X6 Pro in raw benchmarks. It's a step down in terms of peak performance. However, it is more than capable for the vast majority of mobile games. You can still run titles like PUBG Mobile and Asphalt 9 on high graphics settings with a very stable frame rate. The key here is optimization. Samsung's software is well tuned for its own hardware, providing a smooth and reliable experience, even if it doesn't hit the absolute highest FPS numbers. Where the A55 really pulls ahead is in the overall package. The display is a classic Samsung Super AMOLED panel, and it's gorgeous. The colors pop, the brightness is excellent for outdoor visibility, and the 120Hz refresh rate keeps things fluid. But then you get into the other features. The camera system is significantly more capable and versatile than the Pocos, producing impressive photos in various lighting conditions. And the software experience with Samsung's One UI is packed with features and is guaranteed to get 4 major OS updates and 5 years of security patches, which is the best software support in the Android world. So, the Galaxy A55 presents a different kind of value. It's for the gamer who is also a heavy social media user, a photographer, and someone who values long-term software support and premium build quality. You're sacrificing a bit of that peak top-tier gaming performance, but in return, you're getting a much more well-rounded and complete smartphone experience. If you play games but don't need to have every single setting maxed out all the time, the A55 is an incredibly compelling and reliable choice that feels premium in every way that counts. For our final contender, we're looking at something that offers a unique combination of features, a real dark horse in the budget gaming space. This is the Motorola Moto G84. Moto has been quietly building a reputation for creating phones that offer a clean, stock-like Android experience with some clever, useful features sprinkled on top. The G84 isn't trying to win the benchmark wars, nor is it trying to feel like a detuned flagship. Instead, it focuses on delivering a cohesive and pleasant user experience which, as it turns out, makes for a pretty solid gaming phone. The heart of the Moto G84 is the Snapdragon 695 chipset. On paper, this is the least powerful chip of the 3 phones we've looked at today. It's a capable and efficient processor, but you won't be running Genshin Impact on its highest settings. Where this phone excels is in less demanding but still hugely popular titles. Games like Call of Duty Mobile, Brawl Stars, or Clash Royale run beautifully on this device. The processor is efficient, which means it doesn't produce a lot of heat and is very kind to the battery life, allowing for extra long gaming sessions. But the real star of the show here, and the main selling point, is the display. The Moto G84 packs a POLED screen, which is a type of OLED panel. It has a 120Hz refresh rate and, crucially, 10-bit color depth. This means it can display over 1 billion shades of color, resulting in incredibly smooth gradients and rich, true-to-life visuals that you just don't expect to see at this price point. For games with stylized art and vibrant color palettes, this display really makes the experience pop in a way that even some more powerful phones can't match. Another key advantage for Motorola is its software. The G84 runs a very clean version of Android with minimal bloatware. It's fast, fluid, and easy to navigate. Moto adds its own thoughtful touches like Moto Actions, which are gesture controls for things like turning on the flashlight or opening the camera. For gamers, the clean software means more system resources are available for your games, leading to a smoother experience than you might expect from the specs alone. It's a testament to the power of good software optimization. So, who is the Moto G84 for? It's for the gamer who prioritizes display quality and a clean software experience over raw peak performance. It's for the person who plays a lot of popular esports titles but maybe isn't trying to push the graphical limits of the most demanding open-world games. It's often the most affordable of these 3 contenders, and for that price, you're getting a stunning display, fantastic battery life, and one of the most pleasant software experiences on any Android phone. It proves that you don't need the most power to have a great time gaming. Alright, so there you have it. 3 very different phones, all great for gaming but all approaching it from a slightly different angle. You've got the POCO X6 Pro, which is the undisputed king of raw performance. If your goal is the highest frame rates for the least amount of money, it's pretty much a no-brainer. Then there's the Samsung Galaxy A55, the premium all-rounder. It trades a little bit of that peak power for a much better build, a more versatile camera, and that industry-leading software support. It's a great phone that also happens to be great at gaming. And finally, the Motorola Moto G84, the dark horse. It focuses on the experience with its beautiful 10-bit color display and super clean software, offering incredible value for those who don't need to play every game on ultra settings. The best one really just comes down to what you, the user, prioritize. Do you want pure power, a balanced package, or a superior viewing experience? There's no single right answer, which is honestly the best part. The fact that we have this much choice and this much quality in the budget space is a massive win for everyone. Ultimately, the goal of a phone is to be a tool that enables you to do the things you enjoy, and for a growing number of people that means high-end gaming. These 3 phones prove that you no longer need to spend flagship money to get a flagship-level gaming experience. The performance and features available for under $400 in 2024 is just staggering. So, let me know down in the comments which one of these you'd pick, or if there's another budget champion you think I missed. That's been it for me. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.